So I had been living in a house in downtown Fredericksburg for about a year when the person in the apartment below me moved out and this guy moved in.
The few words that were exchanged, I was like, wow, like there's something about her, you know, that you don't find every day. So I went downstairs, like, well, how can I, you know, do I try the Facebook thing? Do I message her? Do I, you know, how do I start this conversation? I went inside, I got a piece of paper, and I started writing down notes, and I think I went through actually like 10 pieces of paper. First time I'd say my handwriting's too sloppy. The second time I'd be like, the words aren't right. So I finally got it together, and I wrote something along the lines of, if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to call me. And I'd put a little arrow on the back of the note that it said, P.S. if you'd like to grab dinner sometime, give me a shout.
I ignored it for a little bit because he lived in the apartment below me, and that was a little too close for comfort at the time.
And I was like, oh no, I have failed. Like, I have no response yet, and now it's gonna be really, really awkward.
And we ran into each other the next weekend, and I ended up texting him then.
I get this message and I'm like, is this her? Like, is this really her? Like, I wasn't believing it for a second. And she actually said she was at an ugly Christmas sweater party, right? And of course, from like hearing that, I was like, wow. That's when I knew, right? That's when I knew.
We had our first date the day after Christmas. It's been absolutely wonderful ever since.
Over the course of things, I developed, you know, different feelings for her, you know. There was something I haven't felt before, and like something was really different here, and you know, something was pushing me and telling me that you need to pursue this further.
Running through the pages of my heart, trying to find the places where you are. Our love was like a story without the fairy tale ending. Oh, take me back to the start, to the start. Every time I close my eyes, I think of you, I think of you. Every time I close my eyes, and every hour that slips away, I wait for you, I wait for you.
it's really hard. It's hard to describe. You know, if I were to tell you that it was December 29th, the day that I decided to love her, no, I couldn't tell you that. But it's a gradual thing that you experience over time, and it's those the little drops in the jar here and there that just add up into this big, huge thing, and it's just crazy how it just multiplies. And that's how my emotions towards her were.